Stefan Zammit from NeuronFX.com, and in this video we're going to have a look at how we can create this very nice logo intro in here using the Liquid Flash Effects template for Adobe After Effects. So let's close this and start off. Of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to this channel for future videos, products and even tutorials on different topics. So with that said, let's start off. So I'm right inside the template in here, and first thing that we're going to do is we're going to place our logo or text right over here. So double click on this composition, and you can either use the text right over here, or else you can use the logo. So let's import a logo in here. So I'm going to go to my Explorer in here and simply drag and drop a logo file right over there. Click OK, perfect, there it is. So I'm going to drag and drop it right over there. Then let's make this fit up to 100% so that I see everything properly in here. And I'm going to hit S on my keyboard so that I will scale this down and make it fit correctly in here. So around this size looks good to me. And I'm going to jump to the next composition, which is trace your logo here. So double click on that. And in here I have a tiny notification hide layer after tracing logo. So let's show this layer for now. And now let's go to layer and auto trace. And make sure that your settings are similar to this in here so that you get that trace around the logo. Press OK. If for any reason you are not seeing that auto trace, you can toggle this in here, this switch, and you should be able to see it right over there. After that is done, there are some few steps in here, so make sure to follow them. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to the layer in here that we auto traced. We're going to hit U on our keyboard. So when we hit U, it will open our masks in here, and more specifically we need to see the mask part in here. So else you can even open this from here. Simply open this, find masks, and find the mask part from right over here. So make sure that mask part is visible. After this, for now we can hide this layer as well. After this we're going to go to the liquid outlines in here, layer, open that up, and find the main shape in here, 0, 1, and find part 1 in here in this case. Now what you need to make sure is to see how many masks you have in here. In this case you have to. There might be cases that if your logo is different in here, that you can have multiple ones of these. So you can have, for instance, 10 masks in here. And what you need to do is the number of masks that you have in here, you need a number of parts in here. So in this case you have 2. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that part 1, and Ctrl D on my keyboard so that I can duplicate that. So Ctrl D. And as you can see, we have duplicated that to part 2. You can also go to edit and duplicate from here. So that's done. Now we're going to open that part. This step is very important. Make sure that you open the parts, all the parts. So you can see this part with the stopwatch next to it in here. And now all we need to do is go to mask part in here and simply copy, Ctrl C. Make sure to copy the mask part and not mask 1. So copy mask part and then simply paste it on part with the stopwatch next to it in here. So that's for the first one in there. And for the second one, we're going to get that mask part, Ctrl C, and paste right over the part of part 2 in there. So that's it, we're done. We're just going to now close this. So I'm going to repeat this so that we get this right. So mask part in here, just copy that, Ctrl C on your keyboard, then go over part in here with the stopwatch next to it, and Ctrl V in there to paste. So, or you can also go to edit and paste from here. So, and the same with mask 2, simply Ctrl C in there and Ctrl V on here to paste. So if you have, of course, more masks in here, if you have, for instance, 10 masks, you need to repeat this for each mask. So very simple, just copy and paste like that. So with that done, we have the main thing ready in here. And as you can see, we already can see the animation here going on.
very, very nice. And make sure that you hide this layer in here, that this is hidden, and then we can move to the next part, which is place your logo in here, slogan here. So in here you can type in whatever you like, just like that. You can even tweak things for the text in here. So for instance, we can make this bold if we would like, things like that. And then you have the text box control in here, which you can increase the size so that it fits correctly, just like that. You can even change its position if you want, if you need, etc. So this is what you do, and you can also switch it off if you don't want it. I'm going to leave this in this case. And as for the color, we can tweak that at a later stage, so I will show you very quickly. And now let's go to main comp. Let's go to main comp in here. And in here, you will immediately see that everything has loaded up. If we go to a further stage in here, we can even see the logo starting to form in here. So there it is. And now what we can do is we can go to adjust look and start giving it its colors. So I'm just going to focus on the colors in here, so just simply give it your color, the color that you would like, color 02. So let's make this like blue and golden feel in here, and yellow. So let's make this maybe a darker blue, just like this. Press OK, or even a little bit darker. Of course, since we have the glow and more and effects in here, the color that you have in here won't exactly match the color that you will end up in here. So it's important to see what you are doing in here when you are setting the color, to see what color are you getting in here. Of course, it will be near, but it won't be exactly the same. So just make sure to watch what you are doing in here so that you get the color that you want. So color 4, we don't have an example of that, I think, in here. Actually, there is just a little bit in there. So I'm going to make this like violet, like that. Perfect. And color 5, I don't think we have this in here. I'm just going to give it this color and then see at a later stage if I would prefer a different color. So let's leave that as it is. Now let's move to a different place in here. And in here we have some more colors. Let's see. This color is that one. So maybe like that. Perfect. Color 6. It's that color in there. Let's make this maybe an orange yellow color. Perfect. And then in here we have the logo color. We will have a look at that at a later stage. I usually like to keep that to white. Of course, you can give it any color. The text box color as well, we will have a look at that at a later stage. And then we have the background color. So background 1 is the first color that will show up in here. So in this case, I'm going to, I think I will make it like this golden color, this orange color, and then we will change it to, in here you will see the second background forming up. And let's change it to a dark blue color. Or a violet color, just like that. Perfect. I'm going to just tweak a little bit this orange of the background so that it's a little bit brighter. Perfect. So these are the colors that you have in here. Now I'm going to go to the end, see how this ends up. And it's loading up for us in there, as you can see. So you have the slogan in there. And if you would like that to be a little bit smaller, for instance, you can go in here, select both of these layers in here, and simply scale them down. And in here we can adjust the logo color. So if you would like a different color, you can simply adjust it from here, as you can see. Perfect. And the slogan color, so the text box color in here, you can change it from here as well. Perfect. So that's basically it. Now all we need to do is go to the final comp in here. You can also go to that from here. And in here you have the possibility to tweak the duration of this project. So in here you have the start and the end, which you're not going to touch in terms of duration, but then you have the pause, which you can extend or decrease in size. So if you want to make this shorter, you're simply going to do this and then move this so that it matches correctly. And like this, it is around 6 seconds, as you can see. If you want to increase the time of this, simply going to give it the time that you would like, increase this, and then go on the pause and simply increase that. And as you can see now, the whole animation stands there for around 11 seconds. So that's done. Now we can jump to the next part, which is the rendering. So let's go to render your project here. You can choose to render in 4K or Full HD. I'm going to go to Full HD. Since we have around 11 seconds of animation, we're going to go to the 11 seconds mark in here and make sure that this timeline, this work area is set to 11 seconds. And then we can, if you would like, you can insert your music at this point and then you can render. So go to composition and add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue. Now, of course, you will need to wait for the Adobe Media Encoder Queue to open up and then just give it your settings and render. Here we are. So we're going to go over the preset in here. And I like to render in H.264, so choose H.264, give it your output name in here. So let's go in here and FlashFX logo, save, make sure that export audio is set to 1 if you're going to export the audio, and then target bitrate 35 is good. You can also increase that a little bit more if you would like, and then just hit OK. And we're basically done. So simply hit the start queue in here and it will start rendering for you. So that's basically it. Of course, the rendering time will depend very much on your system and the length that you have set for this, and also the resolution that you are rendering in, but it will render in a few minutes. So I hope you find this project very useful and this video very useful. And thank you very much for watching. Of course, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos right over here. Thank you very much.